Thanks so much for being here, watching this video. We're so sorry that we can't be together this evening in person to have our 20th dinner and silent auction. So while many have gotten their COVID vaccinations, others haven't. So we're not quite ready to be together yet for an indoor event. But keep an eye out because we are planning for an outdoor event, farm to table on Maggie's lawn this fall. There'll be more details coming. And of course, we look forward to seeing you out on the trails and the preserves this summer as we work together to continue caring for the land that sustains us. And it's my pleasure to give you a brief recap of what we all accomplished last year and some of the exciting initiatives in store for 2021.
We're building a boardwalk out in the sun. We're building a boardwalk and we're all having fun.
I'm from Warner. I'm from Gilbertville. I'm from Hardwick. And we're here at Henry's Grove clearing a new trail.
Mindale Hill was beautiful today. The kids had a great time on all the paths, and I highly recommend coming here. It's a beautiful place.
Hi, I'm Jochen Welsh from Hardwick. I'm here at Henry's Grove in Hubbardston, helping clear a new trail at Henry's Grove. I really like being outdoors, and the Quabbin Land Trust is adding great properties for us to walk on.
We're here today working because we love to walk the trail and it's important for us to give back. I hope that folks are interested and willing to support the Land Trust because it is absolutely beautiful and the animals are awesome and everything is so beautiful out here.
Hi, my name's Neil Dawson. I'm out here helping the gang make some new trails here, and it's a good day.
Hi, I support the Land Trust because it's a great organization that not only protects land for wildlife, but provides a lot of trails for recreation.
First, land conservation efforts move forward on a variety of fronts. Eva Grimes donated her 74-acre farm property in Oakham with the main goals of keeping the land actively farmed and no more houses. And we are so pleased to partner with her and gratified that she continues to live on the farm with a retained life estate. A good friend of Eva's pastures several cows at the farm during the summer months, and a large cadre of volunteers has built a 1-mile walking trail through the woods. We will be finishing off that trail soon by formalizing a small parking area and adding additional trail signage. Also last year, we successfully added over 30 acres to the Pynchon's Gristmill Preserve in West Brookfield. A neighbor, Darcy Confar, decided to sell her property and gave the Land Trust the opportunity to purchase some of the land that abuts our existing 42 acres. So after negotiating that arrangement, the land was formally transferred, and our forester, Roger Plord, has finished a bird habitat management plan, which will guide our care of the land in the years to come. Some of the tasks ahead include invasive plant control, so imagine thick stands of bittersweet and burning bush, among other undesirable plants. We'll be cutting some areas of trees to create openings, which will diversify the age and height of the trees growing on the property, and the needed improvements to the road crossing at Sucker Brook. So these projects will take several years to complete, but we're already making motion on lining up the permits and the funding needed to accomplish the recommendations. For the East Quabbin Land Trust, 2020 started out like many years with our annual walk at the Mass Central Rail Trail. So this gathering has become a tradition for us, bringing family and friends together to begin the new year with a walk. Some folks go the whole 6 miles and others walk to the bridges and back. It's a way to accomplish your New Year's resolution, at least for the first day. And fortunately, we could host the hike in 2021 too, despite the ongoing pandemic. It's easy to keep distance while you're walking in the woods. Once the COVID restrictions came, we pivoted our planned activities. Instead of a big volunteer day in the spring at the Froloff Farm section of the Mass Central Rail Trail, those activities were split up into family-sized projects. First, we made up over 100 bluebird house kits for families to put together and hang at their own properties. And many, many thanks go to Ken Hebert, who dedicated many hours cutting the boards so that many families now have bluebird boxes close to home. Second, several families, including the Cogliais, the Salvadors, and the Zonas, helped Tom and Ken with planting of pollinator gardens. And plus, they also helped install a bench overlooking the Ware River and added several interpretive signs to the accessible trail. Visitors enjoyed all these trail improvements throughout the year. Because much of our work together is done outdoors, we could still get together and accomplish great things. We had a banner year for American kestrel nestlings, and there were 6 of the nest box that fledged 4 to 5 chicks. It is very exciting to crack open the box and see those chicks. The older ones already had their face stripes and were ready to defend themselves, while the younger broods were still white puffballs. It's gratifying to know that we're helping these birds whose populations are in decline. This year, we're installing even more boxes with the hope that even more American kestrels will nest in the East Quabbin region in the years to come. We continued our annual bird monitoring at Windemouth Meadow and Mandale Hill. We planted a pollinator meadow at 7 Acre Preserve in Petersam, which should start growing this spring. And we hosted walks, had a poetry reading, and supported summer camp in North Brookfield. Too many things to recount them all. Please know that it's you, your energy and enthusiasm that makes the caring for the land and conserving more land all possible. Thank you. Last fall, our new AmeriCorps member arrived full of enthusiasm. Patrick Allison is a crayfish specialist, so he dove right into our local waterways, looking for crayfish and encouraging young people to get their feet wet. His Brookside Adventure program is set up to meet with individuals and families to explore the streams and brooks close to home. During the cooler months, he pivoted to virtual programming with video book readings, virtual story times, and story walks. Back in March, he hosted evening walks to the vernal pool at Patra Hollow Preserve to see the frogs and salamanders on their annual migration to breed. As the water warms up, Pat's gearing up for many more Brookside adventures. A lot is underway now. For instance, we expect to conserve over 400 more acres by the end of June. We're almost finished building or expanding walking trails at the Prince River Preserve in Barrie, Grimes Farm in Oakham, Henry's Grove in Hubbardston, and Mandel Hill in Hardwick. More trees are getting planted in Ware as part of the effort to add 1,000 trees to the urban canopy. We're expanding our pollinator pathway efforts by donating plants to families in North Brookfield. And cross your fingers, but we are close to getting approval from National Grid to expand the Mass Central Rail Trail in Ware. I'm hopeful that we can get all the documentation completed this spring so that the multi-year construction effort can begin this fall.
In short, there's a lot to look forward to and plans for much work, learning, and fun ahead of us. So bring your ideas and enthusiasm so with your help together, we can work to improve our community now and for the future. So thank you for being part of the East Quabbin Land Trust team.
Hi everybody. In this pandemic year, we have all come to appreciate the wild and beautiful places, the farms around us, even more than we thought possible. Even in these crazy times, we can feel hope that together we can provide care for these places so that our grandchildren and all who follow us will experience to taste and smell the peace of the wild things that we have known and that Wendell Berry so eloquently wrote about. It's a gift to do this work together. Dave and I are grateful to all of you who can join us in this. Thank you.
Please help us meet the challenge.
Help us meet the challenge.
I encourage you to support the Land Trust and meet the challenge.
Please support the Land Trust and help us meet our challenge.
Any way that you can support East Quabbin Land Trust through a donation would be great. Thank you.
I hope you'll help us meet the challenge.
Come on out and join us anytime and help us meet the challenge.